Back to the show. In 4A, all eyes continue to be on Bastrop, and so far the 11-0 Rams have put on a show. Tonight, though, it appeared Bastrop's explosive offense would meet its match in Zachary.
The Broncos' defense strutted into Strop City with gaudy credentials. Zachary was only giving up 11 points a game, entering tonight's second-round matchup. Second play of the game, Randall Mackey delivers a present to the birthday boy, D'Angelo Benton. Sweet grab, ball inside the 5-yard line. 2 plays later, Jamal Verkasner takes the handoff from Mr. Mackey. He's in for 6, and Bastrop is up 7-zip early. After a 3-and-out by Zachary, the Rams get the ball back, and that's never a good thing if you're playing defense. Mackey to Benton, across the middle this time, 14-0 Bastrop. We hear about this defense, let's give them a little airtime, Aaron. Ben Hernandez back to pass for Zachary, but Kentravius Aubrey changes his mind and then decides to show off his move. We know he's a pretty good interior lineman, but then he shows off his jump shot. Definitely not
Power
a point
forward
tonight. Rams back to work on offense. Mike Green takes it through.
11 points a game.
He is down. Leads to another touchdown. 21-0. Zachary's ready to throw in the towel, but Bastrop will not let him. Garrett Corona swallowed up by the Rams. And remember, they like knocking heads off. They're knocking helmets off. Very next play, Rams almost come up with the interception, but Darren Stewart makes the grab, rumbles down the sideline, but then he fumbles the ball. Of course, Bastrop recovers. Randall Mackey, already earlier in the highlights, he showed off his arm. Now he's going to show off those 2 legs. A little bit of pressure, absolutely no problem. Down the sideline, out of bounds. Bastrop back in business. 35-0 Bastrop led at the half. Aaron, they are a well-oiled machine. Bastrop ends Zachary's season 49-7.
In 3A, third-seeded Rayville taking on the defending state champs, Redemptress. Wolves will strike first. Pretty fade pattern right here for the score, 7-0 Redemptress. But the Hornets are going to buzz right back into the ball game. Justin Higgins, the leading passer in the state, but how about his running ability? Watch out, cameraman. Touchdown, Higgins, 7-7. Then Higgins wants to go to his favorite receiver. Of course, that's Chris Tolliver. Double coverage, plus the referee. Get out of the way! Oh, that may leave a bruise right there. From there, Redemptress goes to that potent ground game. Their fullback dive up the middle. At this point, it's not looking good for Rayville. They're down 14-7. Later on, they're down 14-12 after Antonio Vaughn sticks in a touchdown. But listen to this one. The Hornets score in the closing minute, and they are going on. Rayville wins tonight, 24-21. They knock off the defending state champs.
A couple of teams that weren't supposed to be in the second round. Number 27, Bogalusa, visiting number 22, Richwood. Greg Johnson for Richwood. He shows he belongs in the second round, and he belongs in the end zone. Dances in for 6 PAT, made it 7-0 Rams. Richwood continues that sick ground game. Greg Hudson this time, he plunges in PAT, 14-0 Richwood. Greg Johnson gonna continue to show off. Aaron, arm tackles are not gonna bring this guy down.
Not bad for a freshman.
Nifty run, 20-0 Richwood. And then the Rams decide to take to the air after they Bogalusa put 6 points on. Watch this play by James Manning. Off his back foot, across his body, a perfect strike to Desmond Ellis. Yeah, but then look at this guy. He's got the clapper. Oh, a little bit of faulty equipment. Nothing faulty about Richwood tonight. Rams roll over Bogalusa. Rayville, Richwood, next Friday. Rams win 53-12.
Oh, my goodness. We have something to talk about next week. And in 2A, we have plenty to talk about. Saturday with a tough loss to St. Charles, 48-13. But how about Sterlington tonight? They go on the road to Port Barry, and they pitch a shutout, 17-0. This sets up a great matchup next week in Sterlington. St. Charles comes to town. You may remember the Comets with that ugly mascot came in last year and beat Sterlington. So, yes, the Panthers will definitely be out for revenge next Friday night.
Hey, up next, we drop down to Class 1A as Oak Grove, Cedar Creek, and St. Fred try to make some noise in the second round.
You're watching the highest rated football show in the state.